Hey everyone, Skull902 back here for another part of Super Mario World. This is part 2, and we're going to be entering the Donut Plains, as it were. So, the first level here introduces us to a new power-up, the only new power-up in Super Mario World, and that is the Cape Feather. A very, very useful power-up, even if I'm not using it very effectively right now. But, like, it'll allow you to fly. Unfortunately, with Yoshi, you can't fly infinitely. But there is a way to use the feather to your advantage that way, should you not have Yoshi. And, you know, as good as the Super Leaf was in Mario 3, the Cape Feather is, like, that times a fucking 1,000. You know, it is an extremely fucking good power-up, and I'm so sorry, Yoshi. Good lord. And I'm doing pretty bad in this gameplay. It has been a few months, you know, so, a lot of this stuff is gonna be new to me. But anyway, you know, you can fly. And I think that it's a fucking fantastic power-up. A lot of people say that it's probably, like, the best power-up in all of Mario. So, you know, that's a thing. I just wanted to make mention here of the Cape Feather. And, you know, how useful it is. Because it is very useful, and we're going to be seeing that, you know, throughout the playthrough from this point. This is the bonus game, and how it works is it's like a roulette, and you know, hit a bunch of boxes to get extra lives. Unfortunately, again, like, I don't get myself into a position where I get all of the things to match up. But basically, the amount of matchups you get corresponds to the amount of lives that you get for matching them up. So, you know, if you only match up 3, then you get 1 super mushroom, or rather 1-up mushroom. What the hell am I talking about? Super mushroom. That'd be like a terrible reward for the game. But another nice way to rack up extra lives. You saw my best one throughout this whole playthrough. In other bonus games, I don't think I get any more than, like, 3 after that point, so that's pretty unfortunate. So yeah, here we have our first cave level, as well as our first auto-scroller, and in this level you're gonna have to, or these levels, I should say, you're gonna have to avoid these owls here, like the plague. And, you know, it's a very nice dark atmosphere, these levels. So, you know, good job. Good job. Just good job all around. I'm gonna be, like, complimenting probably, like, the most minute stuff when it comes to this game. I just love it so fucking much. But speaking of things in Super Mario World that I love, let's have a talk about the music. The music in this game was composed by a man named Koji Kondo, who, you know, not only did this game, of course, but he is the main composer of the Mario and Zelda franchises for Nintendo. So, like, he is a fucking legend in the video game industry. It all started with Punch-Out, actually, was his first game, but, like, his legendary status, I think, was cemented with Super Mario Bros. 1, where he did, like, the ground theme, and The Legend of Zelda, of course. There are a whole bunch of memorable themes in The Legend of Zelda for the NES. As well as, you know, the sequels for all those games. And you know, even Doki Doki Panic, he did that as well. So even memorable themes from that are his work. And he's got a pretty interesting story. Mr. Kondo was born and raised with an interest in music. He was a part of a cover band in his early life. But he always had an interest in synthesizers, as many composers in the 80s did, as well as video games. So when he was in college, it just so happened to turn out that Nintendo put in an ad for a job opening on the school's bulletin board. And students there would apply to so many jobs trying to find work. Mr. Kondo saw that. He loved Donkey Kong. He loved other arcade games. So I don't know if he just thought that it was Nintendo or bust at that point, but the only place that he applied to was Nintendo. And he ended up getting the job. So, again, even before he got the job, apparently some of his work was used in Punch-Out. I guess they got him as, a freelance guy first, before he was, properly employed as a member of Nintendo. But, he did all those memorable soundtracks, and I'd say that it was a good decision not only for Mr. Kondo to apply for the job, but for Nintendo to take him, because they got somebody who knew what the hell they were doing. In terms of this game, I find his work on it very, very impressive. Because, after Mario 3... okay, this is just something I have to mention briefly. I tried doing it, but, instead of just, tapping L or R, apparently you have to, hold it. In order to make the camera move, so, I was just standing around there trying, but it wouldn't go, so I just decided to keep playing the level. I'll show it off in the extras. Don't you worry, you have to hold L or R to move the camera, but that is another thing that they added in this game, should you feel like you need it. I never really do, so I just often forget that that's a thing in this game. But back to Koji. Because, I haven't really talked about, the music in the Mario games too much in my LPs, so I want to spread the love. But in this game, he was thinking about how he composed Mario 3, and there were, so many different melodies and whatnot that he did in Mario 3, and, all just fantastic work. So, I guess when it came to doing this game, he decided to challenge himself a bit. And he decided to do, one main theme. Most of the music in the game is based on one theme. And he changed things up by, doing different instrumentation and whatnot, but it's all basically the same theme. And I have to commend him for that, because this man is such a fucking musical genius, that he was able to do the same theme multiple times without making it sound repetitive. You can recognize that the underwater theme, for example, is different than the ground theme or the athletic theme, but at the same time, it sounds different in a way. It's very strange like that. Playing the game just, normally, casually, you don't really think about that. It's the same song, but it feels like it's two different songs, right? So, my God, you have to be really fucking smart, to do that sort of thing, I imagine, and, I'd have no idea where to begin, with, that sort of thing. So, big fucking congrats and commendation there for Mr. Koji Kondo. He did a fantastic job with the soundtrack of the game, and I felt like it'd be a fucking crime to not mention, not only his work on this game, but his legacy as well. So there you go, Koji Kondo, gaming legend. What we're seeing right now is not a bunch of walking tomatoes like I thought they were when I was a child. But, at least in the Western releases, these are actually this game's version of Goombas. They act a little differently than Goombas as we traditionally know them. They're kind of like Buzzy Beetles in a way. You can't just take them out normally by jumping. But, like, you can jump on them to, say if they have wings or whatever, you get rid of the wings. And then you can, like, hold on to them, so you can throw them upward or in front of you or whatever. The enemy type would be renamed in Super Mario 3D World as Galoombas, I believe. But for now, in the Western versions of Super Mario World, they are in fact Goombas. So, that's kind of funny because, like, at least in my opinion, I never really noticed that the Goombas were, different in Super Mario World. I never really took notice to that. I don't know if it's just a mark of how well this game is designed, but there you go. Just entirely new Goombas, and it didn't even cross my mind as a kid that traditional Goombas weren't even in the game. So yeah, nice little secret there in Castle number 2. Nice little shortcut, as it were. At the very beginning of the level, I got lucky by making one of the Thwimps, another new enemy type, like, despawn. But there's like a little alcove in the ceiling that you can fly right through, and it leads to that tube, and so there's like a whole section with thwomps that you don't have to go through here in Castle number 2. And as far as castles go in this game, I think that this one's my favorite because it's very platformy, but it's got like a moderate sort of difficulty to it. Beginners are probably going to have problems with it, but experienced players can have fun with it. Not necessarily feel challenged, but they can just have some nice platforming fun casually. It's a good time. So the new bosses here. This here is Morton Koopa. Roy Koopa is going to be the same sort of deal, but with a slight twist, as the repeat bosses do have slight twists. He's gonna walk around the room, and you saw like he was walking on the walls and the ceiling and stuff. So basically, it's just a matter of avoiding him at the right time. You gotta bop him 3 times, as is the case with your average Mario boss. And everything. So let's see if the flavor text here gives Luigi the proper respect he deserves. No, it didn't. Fuck. We'll see it someday, Luigi. We'll see it someday. But yeah, that's the second castle and the second world as well. The Donut Plains are like, if Yoshi's Island is your training area, then the Donut Plains are like your time to really get familiar with the game, and when it starts throwing its first challenges at you and everything, I find it quite enjoyable. But now then, we're moving on. We're moving on from the Donut Plains, and in the next part 3, we're going to be taking on the Vanilla Dome. So I'll see you there. I have been Skull902. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.